Hey everybody, Sloppy Joe here. So we're going to do a quick viewer request video. And this is one that I did have someone actually contact me and ask about this. And this might be educational for some other viewers out there who have purchased the TP9SF and have not gone through the trouble of swapping over their back straps. And as we all know, these come with a additional back strap. This is actually the larger of the two, and I've swapped it over, but I'm going to swap it back over to the original smaller one, just so I could show some people who may not know how to do this or are afraid to do it, basically how it's done. And it's very simple, very easy. You just need a couple basic tools, and it's really no sweat. So we're going to go through that real quick, and what you're going to need is you're going to need a small hammer, big hammer, but you need a hammer. So I have a hammer. My hammer's a little overkill. A smaller one would be better. But this is what I have available at the moment. You're going to need a small pry tool. Just a small screwdriver like this will work just fine. And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to dig around and find the case that your gun came in. This might be at the back of a closet, in somewhere buried in the garage, somewhere in storage, in the bottom of your safe. Who knows, but you need to find your case. So once you've located your case, down here in the bottom corner, there's a little plastic baggie. And in the little plastic baggie is a set of instructions on how to do this, actually, in both Turkish and in English. And then you need this little steel drive pin. So this is just a solid steel pin, drive pin, and that's all you're going to need, really. So you're going to need this, and what you're going to need is your extra back strap. So I'm going to take all this stuff out of the way, because you can do this using your case as a nice padded platform for your pistol. And all you need to do is take your pin, and this pin actually fits right here in this hole. And this is where, there's a roll pin inside the grip that holds the back strap in place. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive this pin out of the bottom of the grip. So to do so, actually, I'm going to go from this direction. Start it, just kind of get it in there. And you're just going to need to give it a couple good whacks with a hammer, and it should drive out. There. That's all there is to that. And there it is. So it's just a little black steel roll pin. So set that aside, do not lose it. And then this, your drive pin, will just pull out of the hole. Set it aside. And then all you need to do is you take your little pry tool, whatever you have laying around, doesn't need to be anything fancy or exotic. And then there's this little groove here in the back strap. What I like to do is just put it in, and then I like to pry with the base of my tool toward the back of the pistol. And that will just pull it up and away. That's all there is to it. So we'll set that aside. Take the other back strap. You can see it's got a little tab here at the top, and that will fit right into that little slot right there. And then all you got to do is just line things up, press that down into place, and then you just are doing the exact reverse. You're just going to get your pin started like so, and then you're just going to take your drive pin and you're just going to drive it back in. Now, if I had a smaller hammer, I could get it started, but I don't want to beat up the bottom of my grip. And this actually is not very difficult. I'm just trying to do it without knocking over the camera, which is on a tripod on my table. And now that's all there is to it. So now that roll pin is driven in. It's nice and flush. So it's in the grip. It's not sticking out on either side. So it's nice, flush. That's all there is to it. So back strap is replaced. Everything's functional. Everything's good to go. So I would recommend trying out both, because you may prefer one or the other, one over the other. Personally, I like the one that's a little bit fatter. It just fills my palm a little bit more, which is fine. Some guys with big hands have reported that they like the smaller one. My hands are more of the medium to large size, so I prefer the slightly more filling, bigger strap. But I would say try them both out. Go put a few hundred rounds down using both, and come to your own conclusion. Decide what you like. Because ultimately, whatever you're most comfortable with is going to make you a better shooter. So that's all there is to that. Hopefully this was helpful for some of you guys who have been a little scared to do this or have wanted to know how to do it. It's no big deal. It's easy. You're not going to break anything. So have fun, enjoy, stay safe.